Hello friends and welcome back to another video. Today I am sharing this very easy and creative way you can use money plant inside your house for decoration. So before I begin this video, I'd like to tell you that since I have recently shifted to a new location which is quite near the road, you might hear some honking sounds coming from the vehicles. So please ignore that because I don't have a soundproof room, and when I'm doing voiceover, those noises are getting captured by the microphone. Now coming back to the video, for this easy money plant DIY, all you need are 6 long stemmed pieces of money plant, and I had a pot full of money plant and I cut off 6 pieces of money plant from that, and I am going to use that to create this easy money plant decoration piece. So after cutting off the branches of money plant, as you can see over here, the first step that you need to do is remove off the lower leaves and any roots if there are roots over there, and just trim them off. You can use a knife or any scissor, or you can simply pull them using your hands, but it is better to trim them off so that the branch does not break. So over here you can see me removing all the leaves and the roots from the lower part of the stem. I am going to leave 2 to 3 leaves on top, and I am going to remove off the rest of them. So in this manner, prepare all the branches that you have. And I am going to do this with all the 6 branches. So this is the next one. This was having a lot of long leaves. So after trimming off everything, what I did was I took 2 stems and I twisted them together so that they formed one single strand. Twist them gently so that they do not break, and I'm not going to tie them up or anything because they will stay like that. So after twisting them up, I made 3 such strands, and then I'm going to take the top part of all the 3 strands and I'm going to tie it up at the top using a piece of thread. Once the top part is secure, the next thing that you need to do is simply braid the stems as you braid your hair. So in this manner, don't pull it too much, but gently braid the 3 stems so that it gets this beautiful kind of look. And after braiding it till the end, all you need to do is again use a piece of thread. You can also use a piece of rubber band, and you have to tie up the lower end because this might open up. So after the braiding is completed, I used a piece of thread and I tied up the lower part as well. So now you have this piece of money plant which has this braided kind of look. The next step that I did was I took a really thin wire and I twisted the top part, tying up the top part, and I cut off any excess wire so that it does not prick the hand. And then this thin wire, I used it to put it inside through the braids. This I am doing just to give it a little bit more strength, and so that when I remove the thread, the design of the money plant remains as it is. So once the top of the plant is secure with the wire, I am just going to pass it through the holes of the braid and pull it down, and in this manner I'll bring it down to the lower part of the braid. I'm trying to keep less part of the wire visible towards the front, and I'm taking longer areas from the back side so that the wire is not visible when I'll be keeping it for decoration. And once I take the wire to the lowermost part, I am going to again twist the wire all around the stem and tie up the stem together right where the thread was tied. In this manner, I will be securing the plant with this wire so that it does not open off, and I am going to tuck in the wire as shown. Once the wire is tied up securely, all you need to do is cut off the threads and remove it. So both the lower and the top thread I am going to cut off and remove it. So the only support the plant has now is from the wire, and since it is a little bit long, so I'm going to use a piece of broomstick to give it a little bit more support. And before that, I'm going to trim off the excess branches from the lower part to make it a little bit neater. Then I added a piece of stick so that it gets a little bit more strength, and then I put it inside a container filled with water. You can use a flower vase if you want, but here I'm using an old bottle which I had. So once this is done, just place it inside, and all the leaves which we had removed, I'm going to place that on the lower part so that it gets a double-decker kind of look. A bunch of leaves on the lower part, and then the narrow stem, and then a bunch of leaves on the top part. Now over here you can do two things. If you like a lot of leaves in the lower part, you can add most of the leaves, but if you want it to be a little bit simple, then all you need to do is add just 4-5 leaves as I've shown over here. And this brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thanks for watching.